The heat came early that summer in Arizona. Not the dry, predictable heat tourists like to brag about surviving, but the kind that pressed the air flat and made even the desert animals go silent. Sheriff Dana Cole noticed it first. The birds stopped circling the highway, the coyotes didn't howl at night, and for 3 days in a row, something tripped the motion sensors on the outskirts of Yuma Proving Ground, leaving only shimmering distortions on the cameras, like heat haze shaped almost like a man. She logged the incidents as equipment faults. She didn't believe that, not for a second. On the fourth night, everything changed. At 2:13 a.m., a military convoy passing through the proving ground vanished from the tracking grid. Their last radio message was a garbled scream, followed by a sound the tech described as metal grinding against bone. A response team arrived 10 minutes later and found the vehicles overturned like toys, their hulls slashed by something impossibly sharp. The soldiers were gone, every last one. Dana's phone rang before dawn. Colonel Reeves, the kind of man who chewed gravel for breakfast, ordered her to meet him at the site. She expected wreckage. She didn't expect the grisly trophies hanging from the desert shrubs. Skulls brushed clean, still warm. Reeves said one word, tight and bitter: Hunter. But Dana saw something else. Footprints, not quite human, spaced too far apart, too deep for any man. And beside them, faint scorch marks, as if something had landed hard, a ship, maybe. She whispered into the desert wind, half in fear, half in awe, "It's not from here." That night, the town of Fortuna Hills turned into a battlefield. The predator observed from a rooftop, cloaked, invisible, studying the heat signatures of its prey. To it, humans were a puzzle of bones and weaknesses, a species that made excellent trophies. The town's 4th of July festival below, glowing with fireworks and noise, was nothing more than a hunt with colorful decorations. It struck fast. A firework blast masked the first kill. A security guard lifted into the air, throat torn open before his body hit the ground. Panic spread and the night erupted with screams and running crowds. Dana and Reeves fired at moving distortions, at sparks dancing off something armored and unseen. She caught it in a lucky moment, a glitch in its cloak, a flash of its mandibles. "There!" she shouted, emptying her shotgun. The predator flickered as pellets bounced off its armor. It turned toward her, raising its wrist blades. She braced for the end. Reeves hit it with a military-grade flare, a burst of white light that overloaded its visor. The predator shrieked, staggering. Dana seized the moment, slamming an electrical baton into its chest plate. Sparks erupted and the alien collapsed, cloak flickering out entirely. For a heartbeat, it looked almost peaceful. Then it activated the device on its wrist. A countdown. Reeves yelled, "Run!" They sprinted as the desert behind them ignited with a blinding explosion. Nuclear bright, but contained, as if the creature had folded itself into nothing. The next morning the crater smoldered. Dana stared at it and whispered, "If there is one, there will be more." And in the cooling sky above Arizona, something shimmered. Something watching.